Hey everyone, Mr. Sujano here. In the gaming world today, there was some major news with Microsoft purchasing Bethesda for a whopping $7.5 billion. Let's get started. Alright, to kick things off, yes, you heard me correctly. Microsoft announced today that they are purchasing Bethesda for $7.5 billion. That is billion with a B. That is an insanely large amount of money, but it's an insanely huge purchase. So now Microsoft is going to be the sole owner of some very good gaming franchises, like Dishonored, Wolfenstein, The Elder Scrolls, Fallout, Doom, Starfield, The Evil Within, Prey, and of course the legendary Commander Keen. And I'm not joking here, I'm actually excited for Commander Keen whenever it does release. So now, as a gamer, you might be wondering, what does this news mean to me? This is both bad and good news. We'll start out with the good. First and foremost, Microsoft is a massive company. They are a very wealthy company. This will be amazing for those developers who maybe need access to a few extra resources in order to help them complete their game. This may result in better games overall for the gamer. This may result in more complete games and maybe developers being able to really do what they want. Apparently, Microsoft is an excellent company to work with in order to develop a game, so hopefully that comes to fruition here. Next up, if you are an Xbox fan, this should be some incredibly good news for you, considering it's almost a guarantee, it's pretty much a guarantee that the next versions of all of these games and even more will be available on the Xbox. Now you won't have to worry about any of these becoming PS5 exclusives and having no access to play them on the Xbox. But on the other hand, this brings me to the bad news. If you are a die-hard PlayStation fan, you only play PlayStation games, you only buy PlayStation consoles, you don't touch the Switch or the Xbox or the PC, everything you do is on Sony PlayStation, you're gonna have a bad time with this news. There is a huge chance, I would say almost 100% chance, that there will be some games produced by Bethesda that remain on an Xbox. Yes, there are going to be exclusives out of this. Phil Spencer all but confirms it here. This is a tweet from Jason Schreier with a quote from Phil Spencer from Xbox. Future Bethesda games will be on Xbox, PC, and other consoles on a case-by-case basis. Now, you can argue this any way you want, but that statement is pretty black and white. The games will be reviewed on a case-by-case basis, and there's probably going to be a case where the game isn't worthwhile for Xbox to release on another system. Now, obviously, fingers crossed that Microsoft does release all Bethesda games on all systems, but realistically, that is not going to be the case, considering that may not be profitable in all situations. Take, for example, a really small game that may not sell a whole lot of units, and maybe porting it over to the Nintendo Switch, for example, will be a really big cost that they won't make. They won't sell enough games to make enough money to cover that cost of porting the game over. Or maybe the effort isn't worth it because they need those developers working on another game and they don't need them tied up making a port to a Nintendo Switch where they won't sell a lot of units. Or Bethesda creates a game so good it becomes a system seller, in which case Microsoft might want to make it exclusive to the Xbox so people buy Xboxes in order to play the game. And if Microsoft were to immediately make it available on the PS5, it would cannibalize their own sales. Maybe it's the game that becomes the game of this generation and will help Microsoft outsell Sony. But both of those scenarios are just speculation and we really don't know what's going to happen. But anyways, that is all I've got for today. Let me know in the comments below what your thoughts are about Microsoft purchasing Bethesda. What's next? Maybe Sony purchases Capcom or Konami. If you like this video, leave a like. If you didn't like this video, leave a like. Hit that subscribe button, check out my other videos. Thank you everyone, take care.